Alrighty, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Serving Nerve, where we talk about whatever we want, and today we're going to be going through more fat acceptance cringe compilations. I already see a woman in her underwear, so this is going to be a great video. I bet it's going to be a great video. I bet she's going to whip out some tum-tum and do a little dance for us. But anyways, let's just check this out, see where this goes, and hopefully we don't die.
Have a lower belly pouch, gorgeous girls. Really don't give a fuck.
You should just endeavor to be healthy. That's the rule. It doesn't matter what you look like, but endeavor to be healthy. And I feel like this is kind of contradictive, because if you're going on camera, again, like I say this a lot, I'm sorry I say this a lot, but this is something that gets to me. If you go on camera and expose yourself, and then you're like, I don't give a fuck and all that, like I feel like you give more of a fuck. I feel like you care more. Like, you know what? I actually do not care what people think I look like in the grand scheme of things, but I never go on camera, like, whipping out my tum-tum or my cock or my balls or anything like that, because I don't need to. I already know they're big. I know I've got a massive wang. It doesn't matter who sees it, alright? I'm just saying. Like, I think that you not caring is more easily shown when you're not showing yourself off and then saying that you don't care. Is that sensible to say? Because that's how I personally see this. I think this person's actually just insecure.
Really don't give a fuck.
Actually.
So the comment says, no one wants to be fat, stop promoting it as a okay lifestyle. English in that comment, suboptimal. I'm calling it out. Every time I see one of these comments or have to go through a video, I'm just like, bad writing, bad writing, bad writing. Wish that writing were better. What's that grammar right there? What are you doing? What's up? Hello, how you doing? How are you guys today? But anyways, no one wants to be fat. Stop promoting it as an okay lifestyle. Personally, I do agree. Nobody would probably be fat if they could choose to not be fat. It's considered like societally suboptimal in many regards on a health and aesthetic basis. So I just don't think it would be considered a thing that people want. And I'm sure that if you could press the button, a lot of people would just press the button, bro. Pressing the button. But we're gonna press buttons in other ways by seeing what this person has to say.
I do want to be fat because bellies are beautiful.
I don't think that that's very honest, and I do not think that if this person had the opportunity to not be fat, they wouldn't take it up. Does that make sense? Was that appropriate verbiage? Either way, they're probably not telling the truth. If somebody said, hey, I'm gonna snap my fingers, you can be skinny, you want me to snap them? They'd be like, yes, please. Just saying.
I think there's ever a reason for weight loss. Yeah, there are tons of reasons why people lose weight. And they're valid, but they're also fat phobic.
It's not fat phobic to lose weight, and all the reasons you have to lose weight aren't fat phobic. Nobody gives a shit.
I was feeling crappy. Put an effort into my...
Funny how you're gonna put effort into your appearance and not your nutrition. Maybe then you won't feel so crappy, huh?
That's a burn if I ever saw one, honey bun. Jeez Louise. God damn, Tess Holiday got smack dab doodled right in the booty cheeks with that one.
To your appearance and not your nutrition. Maybe then you won't feel so crappy, huh?
Flying while fat. Emotional damage. Oh, I like that dress though. It's kind of a cute dress. I guess don't fly then. Like, I don't know what people expect. Like, you have to just deal with it, dude. Like, either go on a plane or don't. Like, it just doesn't make sense. They're not even comfortable for normal people, though. I'm not a very big person, like, height and, like, human sizing and, like, whatever. And even I, like, feel super uncomfortable on planes. Like, they're just very cramped and crowded.
Okay, so if you can show me someone who goes to the gym and, like, works out and, like, cares a lot about, like, their health, who doesn't have orthorexia or some other form of eating disorder, or who doesn't, like, do this because of, like, deep-rooted internalized fat phobia and just, like, hatred for fat people and disgust for fat people, then I will believe that health culture, like, being healthy isn't always bad. But until I find that person, until I find someone who goes to the gym and, like, cares about their fucking fitness and whatever, and doesn't hate fat people, doesn't equate fitness to health, and doesn't have an eating disorder that they pretend is just like gains, then I'll change my mind.
Dude, I literally don't understand what they're saying. The middle one there was ridiculous because the association with being healthy and exercising is there. It's scientifically proven. Physical activity, no matter what the type of physical activity, even in the bedroom, can help you with your physical endurance, your health, etc. It is associated with health. Please don't take that bedroom quote out of context. I'm just being a little freak, okay? But like, point being made, physical fitness, physical activity, it is associated with health. So whatever they just said there is just null and void. But bypassing that, there are tons of people out there who've come from like disordered eating and who've come from a lot of different scopes of life, and now they associate fitness just with wanting to live a healthy lifestyle and to treat their bodies well instead of be obsessed with like not being fat or, you know, whatever. I don't know. It's just stupid. Like, this is such a subjective like argument to make, and instead of looking for the solution through other people, just do your thing and look through yourself for your own solution.
This is all to say that I think gym culture, diet culture, health culture, fitness culture is inherently fat-phobic.
Okay, well, that's just silly, isn't it? There are some things there that could be understandable, like the diet culture thing. But in other contexts, some of these other things are healthy to do, like physical activity, going to the gym, etc. So, like, it's not inherently fat-phobic. Doing things for your health isn't inherently fat-phobic. So, I don't know, man. Especially for them to be inherent. Like, that just doesn't make sense.
Capitalist and like capitalism, like very capitalist, very.
How on earth did we jump from like fat phobic to capitalistic? Fitness isn't inherently capitalistic. Going for a run or going outside is not capitalistic. Like, it's just ridiculous, dude. I don't know, man. I think I might be maybe on a different page than this person, but why is also everybody so anti-capitalism? Come on now, it's probably one of the best systems that we currently have at the moment. Personally, I love it. I might not be able to afford medical, but if I could, I'm sure I would adore it. I might not be able to afford medical, but when I was in a socialist healthcare system, I hated the medical, so what's the point of even worrying about it? Honestly, live by the sword, die by the sword, dude. I love capitalism, though. It's the only way I make my money.
Like capitalism, like very capitalist, very colonial.
I just want you guys to know, this is me, and then this is capitalism. A big fat dick that I'd suck any goddamn day, alright? I was born and raised in a socialist system, but I will take that big fat salami of capitalism in my mouth anytime that somebody says capitalism. Anytime.
This summer, we will not be putting up with unappreciative men in our lives. So I just got this set, and I look...
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, I caught it at a really bad angle, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm the manliest person that I've ever met in my entire life, so I don't really know if I need an unappreciative man. I have no men in my life. I don't even have a father, so I don't really care. But, okay, you do you, I guess. Get naked for the internet and the people who are viewing you, that are probably mostly men, that are gonna be looking at your almost naked body. Sorry. Just saying. The internet isn't all women, so you right now are showing off your body to the unappreciative men that surround you.
Good as hell. Well, I sent a photo to a man, and his response was, "That's a nice color on you."
Why would you send the photo to the man, dude? Why would you send a photo to a man of your body when you want to get rid of the unappreciative men in your life? Am I wrong with the timeline here? It is a nice color though. Blonde hair, white bikini, cute vibes. Just saying. But number one thing you want to do is not seek external acknowledgement from other individuals in your life, no matter who they are. It doesn't show your security as a single free woman.
No, we will not be putting up with that. I just blessed you with my beauty, and that's your response? No, you take a fire photo, send it to me, send it to your friends. We will be way more appreciative of it than any cishet man out there. Know your worth, lady.
I wonder how many dick pics this person's gotten throughout their life. I've only gotten one dick pic before. I laughed at it, I'm not gonna lie. They're fucking hilarious, dude. Dick pics are funny. They're not hot. They're just fucking funny. I want every man to know this, alright? All the unappreciative men out there. When you send her a dick pic, she's gonna be laughing at it with her friends. It's not actually fucking hot. That's at least in my opinion, though.
But then any cishet man out there, know your worth, lady.
Address an argument that is really starting to piss me off. A really common thing I get is that fat phobia is not oppression because fat people can just lose weight. First of all, if in your mind you refuse to recognize the subhuman treatment of a group of people, because you expect them to drastically alter their body, you're a terrible human being. Get away from me. Secondly, more and more research is coming out showing that fat people who do attempt to lose weight become vulnerable to other health conditions, including but not limited to an eating disorder.
This is just all baloney. They're just spewing. Give me the study, bro. Just give me the information. Give me the study. Give me the data. Give me the analytics. Give me the algorithm. Give me whatever you want. But you can't just say it on a TikTok and not give the information, alright? Just, what the fuck are we doing here?
Not to mention all of the fat people with chronic illnesses and disabilities who physically can't lose weight. Or even just the fact
that is such an uncommon thing. Don't use that as an argument. This is the problem. It's like these people make terrible arguments. The best thing that this person made was the first argument, pertaining to expecting somebody to modify their body or whatever. The other arguments are terrible. One more, please. Give me something to balance the playing field. Make it good.
People who don't want to lose weight. Has it ever occurred to you that while some people are naturally thin, there are some people who are just naturally fat?
There's nobody that's naturally anything. You build your weight in whatever direction you want to go to with your weight. But yeah, some people just don't want to lose weight. The reality of this is that's why people become fat. They either don't want to lose weight or they don't know how to lose weight. A lot of people, if they could, they would. If they knew, they would. Some people probably wouldn't because it takes a level of input and laborious effort. But at the end of the day, that's the reason. It's not that deep. These people on these compilations usually come up with some kind of excuse. No excuses, no cabooses. We could make excuses all day. Oh my God. Well, I'm naturally an alcoholic. I'm naturally a user of narcotics. I'm naturally, I'm just meant to be this way. I'm naturally a murderer. You know, it's in my blood. You know, I'm naturally, I don't know, anorexic. It's just in my genetic coding. I can't control it. You know, people are just offending me unnecessarily. It's just my life. You know, it's the same fucking thing, bro. Like, if you're doing something to hurt your health, whether it's intentional or unintentional, you can't justify it through all of these other means. Just say it's either you don't know how or you don't want to. It's just that simple. It's way easier to just take the L in that regard than to like constantly be fighting with the audience or fighting with yourself or making excuses or having to yo-yo back and forth with self-induced hatred. Like, whatever the case is, it's better to just know that you have the power to change and you don't want to or you don't know how to.
Weight loss is not a requirement for being treated like a human being, and you will never convince me otherwise.
I actually can agree with that. I think we should all treat each other equally on the basis of our individual characters more than anything else. But the character here is suboptimal in my personal opinion. If this person and I hung out and we didn't have this conversation, I'm sure they would be a lovely person to talk to, whether they're skinny or fat or whatever. Most people don't care. Most people do not care what you look like, what your body weight is. But the reality is, your attitude is what really dictates the outcome for you, and making excuses for yourself or having to constantly combat like the world or have to, you know, fight for your like, I don't know, acknowledgement or love in society or whatever, having to fight to be respected. It's just not worth it. Like, people do not care about respecting each other. They only care about themselves most of the time. I don't mean to make this like really dark and emo, but I do have an emo swoop, so let's just be honest. But the other points I want to make here are like, people don't inherently give respect to you. You earn respect from other people, no matter who you are. Like, if I go up to somebody and I act like a weirdo, they're not going to respect me unless I'm on the internet. But like, in reality, like in real life, you build a reputation amongst your peers, amongst your coworkers, amongst people in your life. And you kind of like place yourself somewhere in society. No matter your body weight, people will either hate or like you, no matter what you look like, just on the basis of your character, which is what you want to focus on. So I think this person needs to really like just focus more on their character. But that's just my opinion. I don't know, man. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about the others? And what do you think about your mother? And yeah, anyways, that's the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time, my people. It has been lovely. See you later.